New teachers are notoriously bad, and EFL newbies are infamously worse. I've heard it said that new teachers need to work for at least 5 years before they become anything like competent in the classroom. And given the minimal amount of formal education and practical experience most ESL teachers have before they leave home, the learning curve encountered by newbies is understandably much harder to surmount. In an attempt to help, I've created a short series of 24 video lessons designed to guide newbies along their path to becoming competent ESL teachers. Wait, I hear some of you shouting already. Why ESL? Don't you mean EFL or perhaps TESL? Maybe, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Explanations are on the horizon. Welcome to TESL for Newbies, and for anyone else who wants to listen. I'm Teacher David, and I've been teaching native and non-native speakers of English for over 20 years in Canada and Asia, though mostly here in Taiwan. I've taught children, teens, and adults in a wide range of settings, one-on-one, in cram schools, in elementary schools, and in universities. I'm a licensed professional teacher with an HBA in philosophy, a graduate certificate in TESL with Canadian certification, and an MEd in second language acquisition, all at the University of Toronto. And before you ask, no, I didn't attend any of Jordan Peterson's classes. Currently, I'm a full-time English language arts teacher, a kind of ESL teacher here in southern Taiwan. Much has changed since my first years of teaching, and as you will see, it's been one hell of a journey. During my time as an English language teacher in Canada, South Korea, and Taiwan, I've come to realize that a pattern exists. This pattern seems to affect nearly all native speakers of English when they travel abroad to teach ESL. This series then focuses on them and their struggles. Specifically, most new ESL teachers, most newbies, seem to go through the same 4 stages during their English teaching careers overseas. The 4 stages of an ESL teacher are getting prepared, getting adjusted, getting frustrated, and getting settled. Each stage is divided into 6 steps, totaling 24 steps in all. Each step is a single video lesson based on that step's specific ESL concern. In each video then, I will attempt to specify and then clarify a specific problematic or frustrating complication newbies can expect to encounter. Some of my help will be academic in nature, and some will be practical. And although all of my help will be negotiable, none of it will be BS. Simply put, I will not be talking out of my ass. Nor will I be expressing political opinions on the current state of teachers, students, and education in general. That is not my purpose in this series. All of the content has been specifically chosen to authentically reflect what I've studied in university, what I've experienced myself as a teacher, and what I've learned from other teachers while teaching ESL overseas. So why am I spending all of my time, money, and effort on yet another podcast discussing the ins and outs of teaching ESL overseas? On a slightly selfless note, I'm hoping to do for newbies what no one seemed to be able to do for me. Provide clear information about the realities of teaching ESL at home or abroad. On a more selfish note, I eventually hope to turn these solo podcasts into a book designed for newbies. As such, your comments will help guide me through the editing process. Well, some of them. Obviously, some will simply be ignored. Okay, that's all for this brief self and series introduction. Coming up, we'll be discussing the rather frustrating topic of confusing abbreviations. What's the difference between ESL, EFL, and ELA? When starting any new enterprise, clarifying your terms is always a necessary first step, as I learned during my years of studying philosophy. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in 2 weeks.